So, for example, let's imagine that if you had to start as a recruiter at this time, so what could be the possible things that you should be doing?
Yeah, understand what recruiters do.
Mm.
Any job, right? First, understand what makes the recruitment as a recruiter. What makes you successful as a recruiter? So, identify three things.
Yes.
What should I do? Three top things that can help me to be very successful as a recruiter.
Mhm.
So, if I am sitting today and I want to start my career as a recruiter, I would want to understand, because the number one job for recruiter is front facing of two people, candidate, prospective candidates, and whoever you are working with them as in hiring managers. For both of them, you are a front end people facing guy, or he or she, right? So you need to have a fearless, open, succinct communication on understanding what both sides need. So you kind of are bridging a gap between you're connecting the candidate source, candidate pool to the jobs pool. So you're really a communicator. You are the brand ambassador, you are the communicator, right? You are either represent a company as a brand ambassador to the candidate, or you're representing the candidate as a brand ambassador to the hiring manager. So if you look into all this persona of a recruiter, it's really the communication, right? How well are you communicating? Are you have a great personality to communicate with the people around, right? Do you then how curious are you understanding both sides? Are you genuinely curious to understand what really candidate wants? Are you genuinely understand curious to know about what this job brings to the candidate? If you don't think of all these things, you will not be a very successful recruiter. You could be, at end of the day, because recruiters demand is so high, you may still get a job and sit on a automation tool and find some candidates, give it back. But don't expect you have a awesome great career unless you improve some of these things. You become like, because the agencies need people to run through jobs and the candidates. So you may have a job, but that will not be a stellar career for you unless you really improve and understand some of these basic things, really basic. You don't need to be a rocket scientist here.
True.
Is really understand you are the communicator between a candidate and the hiring managers.
Yes. Hmm. So again, we are going back to the basics, that
Very basics.
understanding, communication, and your writing skills, your communication over the phone, that skill, and at the same time understanding the business. If someone masters this, then this could be a awesome career for them. Is it right?
It's a great career for them. In fact, it will never this will not have it's almost a recession proof, because when the recession comes, a lot of people who don't have skills, who really depend on automation tools alone but don't have the skills, are the ones will go out. But you become a very valuable recruiter because you understand the business, you have skills. They will not let you go because you are a very valuable asset for the agency or the corporate customer. So you can make yourself a recession proof by simply improving three things. Having a great communication skills, understanding the either having some sort of expertise either or on the industry or on the technology. Number three is really a genuine communicator and bridger between the candidates and the hiring managers. You become a super valuable asset. In fact, you almost become a recession proof your job.
Awesome, awesome. That's a great input. And I love to hear these kind of things, that yes, we
Right.
are safe if we do something for ourselves. I'm
Right.
pretty excited to hear that we are going as an industry. Awesome.